Hello, everybody. It's April 11th, 2021. I'm currently in Norwich, Connecticut on Plain Hill Road. And I'm going to take a little ride up to Colchester, Connecticut. I'm going to take some of the back roads up there and see what we can see on this Sunday afternoon drive that we're going to take. And there's a threat of rain. That's the only fly in the ointment right now, but that's okay, because I think we can get some time in here, get some of this road work done, cover some territory, take a little look around as we jump onto West Town Street in the Norwich Town section of Norwich, Connecticut. Various businesses on either side of me that I've covered many times before in videos on my YouTube channel. But I haven't done a ride up to Colchester as of yet. And I want to rectify that situation today. These overcast days are actually really good for filming video. You get a nice even lighting, no harsh shadows. And that's just good for the overall visual experience. Technically, I'm on Yantic Road right now. Connecticut, Route 32. I'm taking a glance at my GPS every once in a while. Keep myself apprised of exactly what particular road I'm on at the moment as far as its name or the route number. I'm not familiar with every single road from here to Colchester, but my GPS is. As the light turns green. Okay. Connecticut, Route 2 West. I'm going to take the first exit into Fitchville, Connecticut, exit 24. It's a beautiful old barn in front of us there. It's a lot of a nice historic sites around these parts of Connecticut. Farms, rivers. I'll point them out as we go along. I'm on Fitchville Road at the moment. As I look to my left and right, I see some flowers starting to pop out of the ground. It's spring. Daffodils and different flowers. Forsythia to my right back there. I'm not a floral expert by any means, but I mean, if it's something I know, I'll point it out. There's land, industrial, commercial land on my right for sale. UPS is to my left, United States Postal Service to my right, and this is kind of the heart of Fitchville. There's a Bob's Bait to my right. I'll slow down a little bit. They're open. The church to my left, by the way, but Bob's Bait back there. When I was a kid, I got bait there to go fishing down here in the Yannick River. We're crossing over the Yannick River right now. This little bridge crosses right over the Yannick River. We're still on Fitchville Road. But Bob's Bait, they've been there forever. It's really, really kind of neat. I'm going to just for a second. This is a little stop worth making right there. Bosra Town Hall. I always love that building. Look at that stone architecture. Let me turn around. You can get a glimpse of the Yannick River right there. Okay, let me pull back here a little bit. We'll get even better glimpse of the river. We'll go right up to the edge. Right there, Yannick River in Fitchville. But anyways, we're going to turn around. Take that little pit stop there. I just wanted to get a look at this building. I always love this thing. I'm glad I was able to get it documented. Let me swing around. I got a real wide-angle lens on this camera. Let's see if we can get this whole thing in. There's some other stone buildings up here. They look, the construction looks similar to this town hall here, which is kind of cool. Man, that's just an impressive structure, in my opinion. Historic. Anyways, I don't know if you can see through the little woods, the pine tree. Behind that pine tree is another stone building, very similar to the one that we just looked at. Okay. Back on the Fitchville Road. To my right, Bosra Volunteer Fire Company Incorporated. Some dogwood trees starting to bloom up there on the right. That gentleman's property. To my left, what do we have? Maine's Country Store and Grill. It's a person, looks like a gentleman on a bicycle. Nice day for a ride. If the rain holds off. He'll be in good shape. The speed limit on Fitchville Road at this juncture is 45 miles per hour. We just passed over Con Brook. It's a little brook. I believe there's trout in there. If I look to my left, I can see it out there. It's a nice little... that could be the Yannick River, actually. It's kind of hard to tell. It's a... Okay, what is this thing here? Yeah, that's the Yannick. We're crossing over the Yannick again. As we cruise up Fitchville Road on a quiet Sunday afternoon in April of 2021. Historic home to my right. There's historic homes all over the place. These things have been built in the 1800s. Whoa, got a crow eating a squirrel in the middle of the road over here. Gotta be careful. There's a dead possum we just went over. But that's what you get out here in the country. Roadkill all over the place. All right. Very interesting barn directly ahead of us. Let me slow down a little bit here. I mean, look at the architecture. Look at the you know, the legendary structural. Oh my God! Ooh, I got to get up here with my stills camera. That's a nice barn back there. The architectural construction and visual appeal of these old barns and buildings. Whoa! Another big roadkill. Raccoon. Man. That's a shame. Bosra Light and Power Company back there to my left. Now, they're as far as I know, I'm not an expert on this, but I believe it's a privately owned business as opposed to one of these large corporations. And their reputation, from my understanding, is absolutely phenomenal. Much like Norwich Public Utilities. More older, what is that, an old abandoned building to my left. Now I'm on Norwich Avenue. To my right is Waterman Road, but I'm going to continue on straight. Yep, there's people fishing out there in the Yannick River. A lot of trout out there. A lot of trout in the Yannick River. Farmland to my right and left. We'll be seeing a lot of that. Cherry tree in front of that home to my left. As we proceed down Norwich Avenue towards our final destination of Colchester. Nice old antique home back there to my left. New bridge I'm getting ready to cross. You can tell it's brand new construction. Probably replace the old damaged bridge that was there for many, many years. Some nice new houses out here. Definitely some beautiful new construction. And he's right on the river too. He's right on the Yannick. Moeen State Park back there. If I took a left, it would lead me to Moeen State Park. Cornfields to my left. You probably can't see them through the brush, but coming up here on the right, there's some large fields as well. Yep, big cornfield to my left. Acres and acres and acres. Oh, there's a little pond over here to my right. As we continue up Norwich Avenue. Another farm to my right. All right, we're officially entering the town of Colchester right now, established in 1698. We're in Colchester, folks. Beautiful, freshly paved, silky smooth road that I'm driving on right now. As we entered Colchester, the road turned into this beautiful pavement. There's a sign back there to my right says evacuation route. Something to keep in mind for the future. Hopefully we'll never have to utilize something called an evacuation route. Another older home to my right, historic property. The speed limit just tweaked down to 40 miles per hour. Sherman's Brook, that's what we're crossing right now, Sherman's Brook. Okay, we're heading into the Colchester Business District shortly. I could go to Hartford if I took a left. That would lead me to Hartford. Seems to be some kind of park. People are picnicking down there to my right. I'm not seeing a name or any signs or anything, but several picnic tables out there. Speed limit has been bumped down to 30 miles per hour because we're in a school zone. A couple of beautiful cherry trees to my left. I believe they're cherry trees. Back up to 40 miles per hour. We're out of the school district, but I think we're going to be jumping into the main heart of Colchester very, very shortly here. And another sign on my right signifying that we're in Colchester. A lot of businesses. Reliable Oil back there. Wayne's Auto Body Shop to my right. DIY Garage to my right. Colchester Elementary School to my left. Seems to be a relatively new construction. Beautiful building. And right there is William J. Johnston Middle School to my left. There's another, what appears to be brand new construction. I don't recall seeing that last time I was up here on this road. It's been a couple of years, but beautiful little campus for the kids and gorgeous construction. More historic homes to my left and right. Some property for sale on my right back there. Doctors' offices all over the place, left and right. Insurance companies. There's an orthodontist, Dr. Timothy Dennison back there. St. Andrew's Roman Catholic Church back there to my left. Senior Center to my right. VFW to my right. You know, I try to mention everything I can, but boy, it's tough. There's so many businesses. Berkshire Bank, MetLife, some engineering group, driving school to my right back there, hair salon to my left. Directly in front of us, I'm glad I got a red light here, is Bacon Academy. Look at that. It's all freshly painted. That's a beautiful. We're going to jump onto Main Street here in a second, but that's a beautiful, historic, old school. It's an old academy. Beautiful church. There's the town green right there. Colchester, Connecticut. It's a very nice town, Colchester. I'm going to take a little cruise around. As I say, I'm on Main Street right now. There's shopping centers, Knowles Market to my left back there, and several other little restaurants, and there's a wine and spirits shop to my left. All right, this is kind of an iconic place to my right. Harry's, established in 1920. They sell hamburgers there and hot dogs and French fries, and it's always packed. They get fantastic hamburgers. They make them up fresh every day. But that's kind of, if you're in Colchester, you gotta stop by that Harry's and grab a burger to get the full experience. Apparently there's a public golf course up the road there. I'm not gonna venture too far down here. Let me turn around up here at the Toyota dealership. All right, we'll just turn around. Take a little cruise around some of the side streets down there in Colchester, kind of in the heart of the city. What does this say? Colchester Hayward Volunteer Fire Company Memorial Highway. Yeah, there's a fire company to my left. Big yellow trucks in there. Left is Hebron, Amston, Salem is straight ahead. There's some signs back there that I'm reading. I'm tempted to pull into Harry's, but I don't know. There's so many cars. They have this, it's COVID-19 restrictions, so they have a different system. You can't just walk up to the counter anymore, at least temporarily. Because of the coronavirus, which makes sense. So I can't pull into Harry's and give you kind of a bird's eye view of it, but that's all right. We got a glimpse as we point this camera and this vehicle directly at the Colchester Town Green. And we got the green light already. I'm going to take a short cruise down 16 East. I'm not going to go too far. Colchester Pizza's to my left. Colchester Bakery used to be up here to the right there. I think it's where this Mill Fabrics is, maybe. I'm not sure. I think that's it. But boy, they had the best bread. Unfortunately, they went out of business, or they retired, or whatever the case may be. They're no longer operational. But Colchester rye bread. Oh my God, the best ever. Full stop. I mean, it was unbelievable. Okay, I gotta turn around here. I want to get back to the heart of Colchester. I'll turn around here. What is this? Dublin Village. Revitalization of Dublin Village. So there's some kind of a project going on up here right now at Dublin Village, the town of Colchester. But it's a good spot to turn around for me, and I'm going to take advantage of it. Let's get back down there to the heart of Colchester. Cuts Unlimited, the building directly in front of us. Haircuts. Westchester Woods Furniture back there to my left. Airline Trail Spur back there. There's a multitude of businesses around here. And I'd love to be able to name them all, but Red Rose Cafe back there. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. On my right. State Farm Insurance. It's a church. I can't get the name of it back there to my left. All right, let me see here. I'm on Lebanon Avenue right now, technically. All right, let's get down here. You are entering the Colchester Historic District. So we're in a kind of a historic district down here. Let me point this thing over at the green a little bit. No parking, green access. But anyways, that's the green in Colchester. Gotta keep my eyes peeled pulling out of here. All right, let's see what we got down here. You can see the green to the left, some historic older homes to my green to the right, historic older homes to my left, the Hayward House Inn back there to my left. There's a cool restaurant that used to be back there. Let me see if I can, I'm actually backing up on a main road, but there's nobody behind me, so, but I want to get a look at this really cool house. I think it was a restaurant right there slightly to my right. I'm not seeing any signs or anything indicating no restaurant parking at any time. There's signs all over the place. No restaurant parking any time. So, okay. Bottom line is I got to back up and get out of here, but it's just such a cool building. I wanted to get a glimpse of that thing. I don't see a name. I don't, I'm looking around. No parking and no name. So I'm not gonna say much about it because I don't know what's going on right now. This COVID-19 has really thrown a wrench in the gears of a lot of restaurants and, bars and things of that nature. The Enchanted Jungle Learning Center is to my left back there. All right in front of us, Nathaniel Foote. Looks like a little schoolhouse or something, 1702. So that's going back a few years. What do we got over here? Let me take a left down this other section of Colchester. I'll try to cover everything. We're getting lucky so far with the rain. Not a drop. As we take another gander at Bacon Academy. All right, you got a Chinese restaurant on your left, CVS Pharmacy, Colchester Plaza to my left, dime, bank, nail salons, dental groups, the whole 9 yards. Beautiful historic homes to my left and right. And we're currently on South Main Street in Colchester. Liberty Bank to my left. Variety of businesses to my right. Worcester Lodge back there. There's a psychotherapist back there. Insurance groups. I can't keep up with all that. I mean, this is, Family Pizza Restaurant to my right. Various gas stations and, car dealerships and that type of thing. Kind of all over the place up here in this area. Guy on my left sells John Deere, DH Marvin and Sons Incorporated. He's been there forever. I've dealt with him in the past. It's a spectacular business that they run in that building back there. If you want to buy a John Deere, that's your guy back there. I'm going to turn around up here at this, I don't know, car dealership. Troiano, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram. A lot of nice brand new cars up here, Jeeps. All right, what's over here? A.H. Charbonnier Builders, okay. Other various, draperies, Tim's Bistro. Across the street is Toyo, Hibachi and Asian Fusion Food. Hilltop Auto Body. Okay, so this must be Hilltop Motors up here. All right, let's get out of here and whip back down to Colchester Central. Dunkin' Donuts in front of us. The ubiquitous Dunkin' Donuts, they're everywhere. Same thing with McDonald's and all these other fast food places. Wendy's. I mean, it's any town USA. All the same fast food chains and coffee shops. Halls Hill Road to my right. Not going to take it, but it's a nice scenic drive if you're ever up in this area. Gibbs gas station to my right. Never heard of it. Other multiple various businesses back there, which if I read every name, I'll probably drive up on somebody's lawn, so I'm going to have to pay attention to safety as opposed to getting every name correct. Nathan Liverant House back there. Let's pull into this. I mean, it's not. This is nothing. It's a commercial. What is this? CVS Pharmacy. Just to, we'll grab this for historic purposes. If somebody's watching this video 50, 100, 200 years from now, you can take a look at what it was like back in the day in 2021. Iliano's Pizza in front of us, Verizon, Louis, Seafood Market, Cigar Lounge, Quality Consignment, CVS. People with masks on because of the coronavirus. All right. Affordable CDL Training School. I'm trying to absorb as much detail as I can with this video camera and, verbally naming off a bunch of these businesses, for historic preservation and, guys in the future, like I say, watching this thing 25, 50, 100 years from now, they might find it interesting. It looks like an abandoned car dealership in front of me right there. It's currently either for sale or lease. All right, let's take a look down. Let's take a left over here. Another Chinese restaurant in front of me. There's a nail salon, Green Valley. I don't know, some kind of a health food store or something. Rings and things. Foot Reflexology Center. And that really cool building right there. All right, what's this? Looks like a library. I can't read it. It's the Colchester Library. There's a name. There's a museum back there, a history museum as well on the right back there. Beautiful. All right, let's cruise down here. Some more businesses. These are the more modern construction Okay, wait a minute. This is important right down here on my right. Let me pull in here. Ganos, they sell power equipment. They sell real top-of-the-line equipment down here. If you need power equipment and you're in this area, Ganos right here is highly, highly recommended. Right there. Let me hone in on this sign a little bit. Ganos, Honda, Skag, Simplicity, Genrac, Still, Toro. I mean, whatever. You name it, they got it. They repair machinery as well at Ganos. Mackey's Home, Farm, and Pet Supply to my right back there. Another Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, I'm half a mile up the road. What do we got? Another Dunkin' Donuts. Let's pull into this Russian, what looks to be a Russian Orthodox church. Wait a minute, I could be wrong. Let's take a look. St. Mark Ukrainian Catholic Church. Okay. Anyways, let's zoom in on this thing. We'll grab that for, again, historic preservation on YouTube. For the people watching this video hundreds and hundreds of years from now, and taking a look around and saying to themselves, whoa, life was different back in the old days. All right, what's this? Keystone Shops. Another modern, kind of a mini mall situation where they, advanced auto parts. All of these businesses, I mean, they're all the same in every town. H&R Block. There's an Asian bistro there. Maybe that's family owned. I don't know. Let's see. All right, this connects to another mall of some sort. If you're going to do Colchester, cover all the territory. What's the name of this thing? Snap Fitness. I'm sure it's a national chain. Next to that, the Creative Canvas Paint and something studio. There's a studio there where they paint. Another nail salon. Edward Jones Financial. The Nurse's Office. What is that? Some kind of a walk-in center. Bank of America. All right, let's see what other interesting. All right, Stop and Shop. That's pretty much game over for this this little complex. But again, it's a People's Bank to my left. It's one of these modern, everything's all efficiently put together and built and everything. And in these malls. Another look at Ganos over there to the left. But in every town in America, basically, it's all the same stuff. Chains, big giant chains. Linwood Center back there. A thing called Ginger Pizza. Hathaway Financial Group to my left. A woman jogging up the road to my right. All right. Maybe I'll pull into the Knowles Market Place area. I want to zoom in a little bit better on that. And there's that building right there with the Foot Reflexology Center. I'm not really familiar with what they do, but there's people walking into it right now, so there's something going on over there. There's a woman on a bicycle crosses the street directly in front of us. As we patiently wait for the red light to turn green. Here we go. Okay. Inishmore Manor back there. I'm not sure what that is. It might have been a bar. There's some bars back there. I can't really catch the name of every one of them. It's tough. I'm driving. I gotta be on top of my game here. Okay, but I do want to zoom in on Knowles Market, because that's kind of a Colchester, kind of an important Colchester supermarket that people are familiar with that live in this town. We got a Walgreens over there again, another chain. Nothing wrong with chains, I guess, but they get a little boring. Every town you go to, it's the same thing. I mean, all right, Walgreens. What do we got in this little mall? Wine and spirits. Something called the Twisted Dog. Yoga for everyone. Soul bar, smoothies, and juice. Okay, Soul bar. Interesting. Must be like a health food type of establishment back there. What happens if I go right? It's not worth it. There's nothing down there. Okay. Dog grooming to my right. Sugar and Spice is the name of that company. So we patiently wait for the light to turn green, which it does. Another shot of the Colchester Town Green. There's a little gazebo out there in the middle of the green. Some people sitting out there right now enjoying themselves. All right, let's see now. I'm going to pull over here briefly. I wonder if I can pull into Bacon Academy, because that's kind of a cool building. I don't think I can get behind it, though. I don't think I want to do that, because I want to... Maybe I can pull in here. Well, there's the Haywood Fire Company, established in 1854, but I want to change the battery on my camera, but I don't want to do it here. I kind of want to get to a little out-of-the-way location if possible. Alright, let me keep my eyes open here for a nice spot I can pull over and change my battery. Alright. Take a left. Halls Hill Road. Alright, there's a bakery back here. Children's Dental Associates. You know, that I should have pulled in there. It's okay, we'll find something else. On Halls Hill Road. Another brand new, freshly paved road. So we reached the crest of the hill. What do we have up top here? Let's take a look. All right, looks like some kind of a school. Good place to pull in, change my battery. You got Christie Lane Apartments to your right over there, but right here we have Jack Jachter Intermediate School. Right there. Jack Jachter Intermediate School on Halls Hill Road. And I'm going to take a very, very quick pit stop here. Change my battery. And through the magic of video editing, you're not going to notice a thing. And we're back. Didn't even notice me changing that battery, did you? Good. All right. Let's take a left and we'll whip down this road again. It's a beautiful road. Halls Hill Road in Colchester. And we've gotten lucky with the rain. Not a drop so far. Another consideration is bug strikes. If you ever get a bug strike directly against the lens of the camera, you got a problem, because it's going to mess up your video from that point on. I didn't see any bug strikes on the camera, so I think we're all set. I'm going to take a left. We're going to cruise back to, Norwich. We're going to head back in that direction and see what we see. We'll see what we come upon. Everybody looks at my GoPro. You know, I'm recording this right now with a GoPro. It's called a GoPro Hero 8 Black. It's a little camera. It's magnetically attached to the front of my car. And everybody that drives by looks at it. It looks like a hood ornament. I mean, it's very small, but it's black. It stands out, and it attracts attention. I mean, as I drive down these roads, this thing is exposed to the elements. A lot of people use them inside the windshield, but I personally don't like the reflection. You get some of the hood that shows. This thing's right smack in front of my car, so I'm getting crystal clear video. And no compromises. There's no glare from the windshield or anything like that. All right, I got a decision to make. Do I want to go fork in the road? Do I want to go left or right? Let's just keep going straight. Oh, I'm still on South Main. I mean, this is gonna. Now I'm on New London Road. This, according to the sign in front of me, heads towards Salem and New London. So maybe I made a bad decision. I have no clue. I haven't been up here in years. Worst case scenario, I'll turn around. You get a gander at what's up here, and we'll make a few judgments. Let's see. Do I want to go to Salem? Absolutely not. I love Salem, but I'm not doing Salem today. Tractor Supply Company right up ahead of me to my right as we go over Cabin Brook. I once sold a picture of a cow to Tractor Supply Company. They use it on the cover of their catalog. It's a few years back. I'm a photographer and people buy images off me periodically. That was one time that somebody just grabbed a random picture of mine and communicated with me on my, through email, and made a deal to license the image to him. Anyways, if you're looking at this 300-400 years in the future, there's a Tractor Supply Company. That's what it looked like back in the old days. And that's what it looks like for those watching this video right now on April 11th, 2021. But I'm going to backtrack a little bit here and see what that other road does for us. I think that other road's going to be a little bit more scenic, a little bit more historically significant with some of the old barns and farms and buildings that we can run across. Signs on the side of the road. What does it say? Reliable oil and whatever. Just a whole bunch of businesses. Can't read the signs. There are multiple businesses listed. Okay, Colchester. Yeah, we already saw that. All right, let's go up here. We're going to take a kind of a sharp right. Huh. I didn't like that. Gardner Lake. I used to get down at Gardner Lake all the time when I was a kid. Alright, we got a pretty swift turn here we got to make because there's a car coming. Alright, here we go. Now, let's see what this road does for us. Perham Road. Now we're talking. I mean, if I did a comprehensive comprehensive video with coverage of every road in Colchester, it'd probably take me a couple hours. I've done those in Norwich. They're on my YouTube channel. I've covered almost every single road in Norwich, Connecticut, if you want to take a look at that. You're welcome to. But I couldn't do Colchester. I mean, I could. I would have to kind of map it out. It would take a couple hours to do literally every road in Colchester. It would take more than one day, I would assume. As I cruise at 45 miles per hour down Perham Road at this moment in time. And if I come across anything interesting, I'll let you know. I'll make note of it. I'll pull in. We'll try to get a look at things. So far, it's kind of quiet up in this area right now. Residential neighborhood to my right, some homes to my left, older stone structure back there. It looks like maybe it was built in the early 1900s. New construction to my left back there. Nice scenic drive. Nice scenic area if you're coming up to Colchester. This would be a nice kind of a peaceful, comfortable journey to take on this road. Perham Road. It's a big farm. What's the name of that? Semcow Farms back there. Several large structures. Acres and acres of land. You can't really see it well from the road here. It's behind trees and a lot of brush and shrubs and things are kind of covering the view there, but let's just keep going down Perham Road and see what we run into. I mean, it definitely feels like rain. It's rain's in the forecast, and if it does in fact rain, my camera is going to get wet and it's not going to be able to get good video. It's waterproof. The GoPro cameras are 100% waterproof. You can submerge them underwater. But if it rains and you get raindrops on the lens, it'll distort the view and it won't be pleasant for the viewer. So we're going to have to kill the mission if it does start raining, but let's see how far we can get. Going down a big, big hill. Okay, we just changed. Now this is Deep River Road. The fact that it's named Deep River Road, and I look to my left, I see a river. What's the name of the river? Deep River Brook. It's a big, huge river back there. And if you're going to believe what the name says, it's very deep. I have no experience with it personally. Okay, I'm driving into Salem, Connecticut. I have no idea how that happened, and, you know, I'll take it, but didn't know that was in the pipeline here. All right, there's a big pond or something over there to my right. Beaver dams out there. Wow. Now we're on Old Colchester Road. Interesting. Did not expect this. Wow, some belted cows out there to my right. I don't think you could. Maybe it's got a quick glance. I hope so. They're real beautiful. Rathburn Hill Road back there to my left. All right, now what is this sign up here? I try to read these signs, but boy, it's tough. Couldn't read it. Too small. My advice to companies that want to have their businesses recognized quickly: use large fonts if possible. Rattlesnake Road or something back there to my right. It's a cool name. Old cemetery to my left back there. Okay, I'm going to pull into this fire department because there's a guy on my tail that I want to shake off here. Anyways, Gardner Lake Volunteer Fire Company. That tells me that I'm in the Gardner Lake area, which is kind of cool because I used to go there as a kid all the time. But this particular location right here doesn't look familiar to me at all, but at some point, hopefully, things will make sense. I could be behind. I could be on the other side of Gardner's Lake from where I used to swim as a young child. But we're still on Old Colchester Road. All right, what do we got here on the left? Let's take a look. Indian Field Campground. Okay. Never heard of it. Looks pretty nice. horse farm to my right back there. It's tucked into the hill, so again, I don't think you could see it with this camera. This is a wide-angle lens, but it's buried deep up there off the road, so I don't think that's not visible. We're out in the country now, but seem to be approaching. Oh, there's a couple of big silos up there. All right, there's a Gardner Lake. Ooh, okay, that's it. I gotta turn around. Gotta get out Gardner Lake. Man, get a load of this. Get a load of the firewood this guy's got in this barn. Gotta be careful backing out of here while we take our time safely backing out. We can look at this firewood pile. Fresh. This guy's got quite a system going on here. I gotta be really careful, man. This car's coming both angles and I'm backing out onto a main road, so I just want to get a gander at Gardner Lake. This is not the Gardner Lake. This isn't the area that I came into as a kid. There used to be a beach and things like that when I used to go to Gardner Lake. But we'll get a look. Okay, it says beach parking. Let's take a look in here. I mean, we'll get a look at the lake. We can't get too close, unfortunately. Maybe we can. Let's drive around. Let's get as close as we can. There's a woman walking her dog over here to my right. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. We'll get a decent shot of this thing. If you can shoot over that rock there. That's Gardner Lake. I think I swam. I didn't swim here. It certainly doesn't look like it. I think I was on the other side of this lake. I mean, I could be wrong. Unless they redid the entire thing. It looks nothing like what I used to swim at. This isn't it. I used to swim on the other side of this thing. But anyways, that's Gardner Lake. When I was a kid, I went there hundreds. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I went there. We loved it. Had a lot of fun there. A lot of great memories. But anyways, that's it. All right, there's a boat launch down here. Maybe we can get even closer. Let's dial this thing up, see if we can get right smack down to this thing. Do not enter. Okay, I gotta be super careful. All right, this will bring us right down to literally to the water's edge. Let's do it. We're here. Let's do it. I don't have a boat, but if I did, this is where I would bring it to get right into. Whoa. If my brakes fail me now, I'm in deep trouble. But anyways, that's Gardner's Lake right there. It's a little breezy out there. You can hear the little waves splashing against the surface of that boat launch. Let's go back and get a better view. Look at that. Really nice. Glad I was able to capture that. And we'll get out of here now. There's not too many people. There's only one guy out here with a boat because it's going to rain, and the wind could kick up pretty dramatically, so that could be a problem if you're out there in Gardner Lake today. Anyways, let's get back out on the road and head down. We're in Salem. I mean, this is, again, unplanned. The unplanned Salem excursion. But it's going to lead somewhere, and we're rolling the film on this thing right now, so... Lakeview Avenue. I'm tempted, but should I do that? Oh, how can I pass it up? Lakeview Avenue. All right, now I know where I am. I'm going to make a wicked U-turn, right? I'm going to go up Lakeview Avenue just for laughs. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the story on Lakeview Avenue is, but it's got the word view in it and lake, so it's got me intrigued. I'm hoping I can see some, cool views up here of the lake. I mean, one would think that would be the case. We're about to find out. You know what? There's the beach I used to go to as a little kid. I'm gonna hone in on it. Right here. That's where that woman was walking the dog. Wait a minute. I could be wrong. It looks like it. Maybe they just redid the thing from top to bottom. I don't know. But I think that might be it. If it is it, it's kind of borderline heartbreaking in a way, because when I was a kid, I think that's it. And I remember this little pond to my right back there. And I remember these houses. So that's where I used to go swimming, right back there. They redid the whole thing. It's all modernized and everything and whatever. It kind of takes away, personally. I would have preferred it to have remained in its original state when I was a kid. And we used to go there. It was a beautiful little beach. Yep, this is it. This is the area we used to come in right here. All right, so that's it. That boat launch area and that beach back there was where I used to swim as a kid. Wow. Mildly heartbreaking to me personally, because they took the old beach that I used to swim at and they demolished all the buildings and everything that were there. And I'm pulling into Montville right now, established 1786, back on Norwich Road. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. The boat launch back there and the beach are absolutely beautiful. But they got rid of the original. They got rid of the original beach that I swam in as a kid. So it's kind of, it's just a nostalgia thing. It's not personal. Whoever did the construction of the new beach and boat launch did a beautiful job. It's gorgeous looking. Our Lady of Lakes Catholic Church. I wanted to get a look at that. There it is. I'm going to just try to, if I see something interesting like this Our Lady of Lakes Church, I'm going to pull in and take a look. As we cruise down the Norwich-Salem Turnpike. Looks like a new housing development to my right. That wasn't there many years ago when I was a young boy going swimming at that Gardner Lake. That wasn't there. There was nothing there. It was a big field. As the darkness in the sky ahead of me deepens and the potential for rain rises, we cruise down the road at 50 miles per hour. Interesting place to my right. I'm going to just turn around real quick. Ed's Country Sales. Apparently he sells used cars, but this is kind of an important little thing for me to pull into. A lot of people. Right there. Used to be Ed's Tires. They used to make recaps right there. Right smack in front of us. This guy was Ed was the recap tire king. And he had a booming business. I'm glad to see the name Ed still up there. I don't think he's recapping tires. I don't see anything that would indicate that at the moment. But he sells vehicles, apparently used vehicles. And it's good that he's still in business. And he does car repairs, alignment, brake service, emission service. You name it, he does it. According to those signs back there. All right, let's cruise down the road. We'll roll down Norwich-Salem Turnpike. Speed limit is 45 miles per hour on this road. Again, the sky is darkening rapidly. Rain is in the forecast. There is a massive storm coming our way. Once the rain starts coming down, this drive, this mission, this historic preservation excursion will have to come to an abrupt end. But if it doesn't rain, we'll keep rolling. I mean, not much to see here. There's basically a road cutting through a wooded, heavily wooded area. Occasional car wafts by. But not much going on right here as far as businesses or even residences. I'm not seeing anything. Speed limit 35 because there's a pretty severe turn right here. Yeah, the wind's kicking up out there big time. Feel it. To my left, there used to be a miniature horse farm. Let me take a look. I don't see any miniature horses out there at the moment, but it looks the same. Maybe they're in the barn. Little tiny, little miniature horses right there in that field to my left. Really cool. But I don't, again, they're not there. They could be indoors. As we descend down a very, very steep hill. Not 100% sure what town I'm in right now. If I was to guess, I would say it's either Montville, Basra, potentially Salem. Okay, wait a minute. We got a sign coming up here. All right, we're entering Basra right now by going over Trading Cove Brook. Norwich Veterinary Hospital back there. Lake Road Pizza to my left. The old Fenterra's Basra Steakhouse and Lounge back there to my right. We used to go there. I don't know. I must have been maybe 19, 20, 21 years old. Bands would play down there. The place was packed to the rafters. You know, you get Fountainhead down there, Malena. We're going into a little section called Leffingwell, Connecticut. They have laser dentistry down here, child dentistry down here. A nice Leffingwell Baptist Church to my right as I cruise down this road. This is bringing us right back into Norwich. Is it Elmbrook Village back there? As it gets darker and darker and darker. The fact that it isn't raining right now is basically a miracle. We just passed into Norwich, so technically we're back in Norwich. We started in Norwich. We're back in Norwich. Teddy Lane to my left back there. West Plains Cemetery back there. Brittany Knoll Apartments back there. New Concord Green Condominiums to my right back there. Dime Savings Bank, United States Postal Service back there. Things are starting to really come to life once you get up this way. Kellogg Way back there to my left. This Walmart is on our right here. I'm not going to pull down here. It's a Walmart and Big Y Market and Pharmacy. Village at Briar Hill to my left back there. Holiday Inn to my left. And we are at a red light. Hampton Inn to my right. As we proceed forward, recording every single second as we drive along. Heading into one of the business districts in the town of Norwich, Connecticut. There's a psychic back there to my right. Chiropractor to my right. I mean, I'm technically on Salem Turnpike right now. This is new. Chipotle. We finally completed, it's on the right back there, they finally completed Chipotle, another fast food restaurant in Norwich. Okay, well, Salem Turnpike turns into West Main Street, which we're on right now. I've done it before many, many times on several of my other videos. I have comprehensive coverage of this area. But I find myself here once again. So what am I going to do? I may as well record what's in front of me. It's a different month. It's a different day. Different things are happening. Let's grab some video. I mean, this stuff's going to be studied by future historians at some point. It has to be. I don't know of any other person driving around Norwich or the surrounding area like I do recording video. So if somebody falls upon these decades or centuries from now, they're basically looking at a treasure trove. If they took all of the videos that I shot so far, I started out with videos with music in the background, then I started narrating them for context and better, description of what's going on around me. I mean, if historians fall upon the cache of videos that I got, they're going to be looking at hundreds and hundreds of hours of me driving around all over the place, covering every square inch of Norwich. I mean, you're going to have to worry about Norwich being covered, folks. I mean, I covered it all. Garage Barber Shop. Used to be Lamparelli's to my immediate right. When I was a kid, there were all different businesses down here. Now it's, things come and go, but right now there's a lot of, Walgreens, CVS, all the conventional, AutoZone, conventional chains. Old Times Restaurant, that's been here for many, many years. They're hiring right now, cooks. Big sign out front. So we roll down West Main Street. No rain yet. We're lucky because we're teetering on the brink of a big rainstorm. That's the city of Norwich directly in front of me. All those buildings and everything you see down there. That's the heart of Norwich. Let's record some video down there. And as we go along, I'll do some more narration. Marina at American Wharf. Cafe Marina. Right in there. There it is. I'll do a quick sweep. All right. What do we got? Okay. Right up on the hill there is an ambulance. Oh, that's an insurance company way up top. Below that is American Ambulance Services. And straight over there is the Norwich Police Department, that building. All right, I'm just going to turn around. Can't really see too much. It's a little building right there says Bistro. I don't know if that's a little restaurant or Harbor Bistro. Maybe it is. All right, let's go directly across here, see what kind of view we can get. Some of the buildings in Norwich. Right there. Flatiron building on the left. Mercantile Exchange building says now leasing. It's a relatively new building. It's a beautiful building. All right. Anyways, we'll work our way out of here. Thayer's Marina, Thayer's Marine Equipment and boats and everything having to do with boating and repairing and sales, tackle, you name it, he's got it there. It's been there for as long as I can remember. This bridge I'm going over right now was built in 1990. And we take a ride right through the heart of Norwich again. I've done it a million times. I'm going to do it again. I'm here. Why not? The camera's recording everything in front of us. Let's keep rocking. Let's milk all we can out of this. Out of the battery on this GoPro. The filming conditions are perfect. But it's, like I said, it's overcast. You don't have these beautiful cloudy skies or anything, but you have a nice soft light engulfing everything, and it makes for real clear, crisp, pleasant video. But I'm going to start working my way back to my final destination, which is where I live. But between this point A, and point B, We'll take a gander at a few more sites around Norwich. This light has a tendency to be kind of a long one. We're all set. It just turned green. Look at them buildings in Norwich. Look at the beautiful architecture to my right. Look at the construction. Those pillars. Those pillars to the right. Corinthian. You know, it's absolutely phenomenal. To build something like that today in today's market would be... forget about it. It'd be off the charts. So we're Regan Hotel directly in front of us. Abe Lincoln made a speech from that building as he campaigned for President of the United States back in the 1800s. I'm right in the dead center of the heart of the city of Norwich right now. And I got a green light. There's the old 5 and dime right there. 5 and 10. Right there. All right, I got to decide. Where do I want to go? Let's take a left. We'll go Bath Street. I don't know. It's hard. There's so many nice buildings and architectural marvels to look at around here. Like right there, City Hall. You know, I mean, look at that thing. It's gorgeous. Chestnut Street to my right. City Hall right in front of me. All right, we just cruise up Broadway in Norwich. Take note of the construction on the left and right, the buildings and the homes, and I mean, just right there in front of you, you got two houses, one right after the other. One has Ionic columns, the other one has Doric columns, but I mean, they have columns. I mean, they're houses with, it almost looks like a, you know, like the White House or a government building of some kind. Back in the old days, those were single-family residences. I mean, St. Patrick's Cathedral to my right. One of the most stunning pieces of architecture in Connecticut. I mean, probably in New England. So I roll down the road towards the NFA area. Trees flowering to my left. Park Congregational Church to my right. Let's swing slightly to the right and take a little look at NFA. I always like to, every time I'm down there, I like to grab a quick look at NFA. It says campus closed, you know. I mean, I'm going to try to just whip through there real quick. Campus closed to public. It's kind of a drag. I'd like to drive around the whole school if I could. But anyways, I didn't go to NFA, but everybody in Norwich is very familiar with this campus. It's kind of like an Ivy League school, but it's a high school. This Slater Memorial Museum in front of me is something, if you're in the area, you're definitely going to want to check out. Even if you don't like museums, the building, from an architectural standpoint, is it's a one of a kind, and it's well worth seeing. It's well worth your time. Chelsea Parade to my left. I've mentioned it a million times in the past, but I'll have to say it again. Home of the Rose Arts Festival back in the day, the 70s, 80s. Man, they used to have some of the most iconic bands in the country played in there. Bobby Vinton, at the peak of his career, played there. Tony Orlando and Dawn, at the peak of their career. The Four Tops, at the peak of their career. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, peak of their career. Mac Davis, peak of his career. Stevie Ray Vaughan was on fire. I didn't see it, okay? It's embarrassing. I should have went to that show, but I had to work, whatever. I can't even talk about it. I mean, I miss Stevie Ray Vaughan playing in my hometown. I mean, it's really unacceptable, but whatever. He played there, he packed the place. There is a bootleg recording, a pretty decent quality bootleg recording of that show. Stevie Ray Vaughan live at the Rose Arts Festival in Norwich. I don't know the exact year, but take a look on YouTube for it. You'll find it. It's worth it. But anyways, that was the Rose Arts Festival. They used to have a beer fest. That was packed. They used to have a big grand kind of a ball for all the, the prominent people in Norwich and the leaders of the city and the doctors and just the major players. You know what I mean? We're on Washington Street right now, by the way. But anyways, let's look up the history of the Rose Arts Festival if you're interested. Man, oh man, it was back in the day. That thing was something else. They're rejuvenating it. They're bringing it back. I mean, this coronavirus is, pretty much annihilating all these entertainment venues and things like that they used to have, but I don't know. I mean, it maybe if not this year, next year, I would assume the Rose Arts Festival on a different scale will be back, and it's been pretty good these past few years. It's been a lot of fun. Whoever organized it did a phenomenal job. They don't have the tent and everything in the old days that they used to have out there on Chelsea Parade, but any way you slice it, it's really, really well done with a lot of music. But this year with this COVID-19 coronavirus, I don't know what is in store for the Rose Arts Festival. I hope it's back. I just don't know. I can't say at this point. I don't have the information. So I drive down West Town Street. Folks, I think we logged in a lot of video today. I think it's time to pull the plug on this thing. We didn't get any rain. Got lucky on that. We covered Colchester, a lot of Salem, Basra, Montville, Norwich. I mean, this is a kind of a, random... My intention was to do Colchester. I did it, but I ended up kind of drifting off in a few other locations that I had not planned to do, but this would seem like a pretty good time to shut this thing down after all the territory we covered. Thanks for joining me, folks.